Now that the spring season's over and we're waiting for the summer season to begin, I think this is the perfect time to look back at the season we just finished. With this year's mid-season invitational cancelled, league fans will have to wait until the World Championship to see how the top LoL teams do on the international stage. But based on their performance in the spring season, I'll try to feed that curiosity, as this is RankingBall's top 5 LoL teams of the spring season of 2020. Number 5, Cloud9. The dominant team in North America this season, running over all opposition both in the regular season and the playoffs. A 3-0 victory in the final against FlyQuest just shows their dominance throughout this season. Their roster is solid in all positions with the acquisition of Vulcan, the most expensive player in LCS history, and the super rookie Blabber. There is no question that Cloud9 is a strong team, but how well they match up against the best teams in the world is difficult to say. They were never really tested during the spring season, so the question still remains. That's why they're not higher than number 5 on our... Wait, hold on. Cloud9 had the best record, better than all the other teams that are going to come on this list, so just saying, not higher than number 5. Number 4, G2 Esports. The European champions and the team with the most unique playing style on the list, focusing mainly on the objectives and making no compromises getting them. Maybe the best example from this season was their game against Mad Lions, where they optioned for a strategy to sacrifice their champions to get a chance to snipe the Nexus. Despite being under 13-26, MyKicks was just a couple of hits away from making it work.
Please, come on! Hit the Nexus! Hit it! Hit it now! Hit the Nexus! Please! No way!
Although Cloud9 did excellent this season, against G2, they would get their asses kicked. Alright, who the hell wrote this shit? How can you honestly think a European team could beat the pride of America? Alright, I'm just saying, let's be real. Number 3, Top Esports. Going into LPL Final as the experts' favorite, it was to some extent shocking that JD Gaming got the best of them. With Jackie Love in the lineup, TES went from a good team to a potential championship team in a matter of a single week. Adding to an already solid lineup with Knight, Karsa, and 369, Jackie Love was the missing piece in making them a championship team. And as they beat Invictus Gaming, the top seed in the semifinals, Top Esports solidified themselves as one of the best teams in the world so far in 2020. It's a shame they couldn't go all the way. Wait, so they didn't even win? How are they number 3? Wait, how are they even on the list? Number 2, T1. Seen by many as the best team of all time with 3 world championships under their belt. This season, they took their 9th LCK title, an accomplishment rivaled by none. With Faker leading the charge, T1 delivered a solid regular season, finishing as number 2 in the league. This earned them a spot in the semifinals where they had little problem defeating Dragon X 3-1 to face Gen G in the finals. Gen G was the best Korean team in the regular season, but playing regular season games and playing in the finals are very different. T1 is known for having a playoff buff and proved that once again in the finals. They swept over Gen G, defeating them 3-0, and once again, Faker was able to put his hands on the championship trophy. T1 went through a shaky offseason, losing their star top laner and jungler, but they picked worthy replacements in Kana and Cuz. While Cuz was already known in the scene and the community knew what to expect, Kana is a rookie who played on the trainee roster of T1. He's shown a formidable display of skill this split and is worthy of being called one of the better top laners in LCK. And in a lineup with Teddy, Faker, and Effort, there is no team in Korea that is able to compete with them, and possibly the whole world. T1. Yeah, that's about right. But who's number 1? And number 1 is JD Gaming. This year's LPL was more competitive than ever, with former world champions Invictus Gaming and FunPlus Phoenix failing to reach the LPL playoff finals. The LPL's League of Legends infrastructure and endless pool of motivated rookie talents seems to have come to fruition, demonstrated by the recent LPL dominance on the international scene. And the strongest out of all those teams was JD Gaming. After winning 12 of their 16 games in the regular season, they finished second and moved on into the playoffs at the 2nd seed. Running over former world champions FunPlus Phoenix in the semifinals earned them a spot in the final, facing the number 3 seed, Top Esports. Not decided before the last game as both teams went to their limits to claim their first title. JD Gaming came out victorious, and after a little rocky start to this season, they could claim the title as the best team in China. It's always difficult to compare champions from different regions, but on our list, JD Gaming comes out on top, with LPL arguably offering the most competitive league in the spring season. As the winner, JD Gaming would also come out looking like the strongest team in the world. And it may not be a surprise to you, but if you picked any players from these teams on your RankingBall boards, then your chances of getting that number 1 rank also increases. I hope you had a fun time, and I hope you and your friends join us for some more LOL fun in the summer. During the short break between seasons, we'll be working hard on improving our game to give you the best fan experience possible. If you're an LOL enthusiast, download RankingBall and join in on the fun. I'll see you in the next video.